first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
And we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
off the play fake. Hood. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They find some open field here. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. 30. 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Shoves him away. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
7 yards to pick up there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 3.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 11.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
They go play action here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 89 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off play action. Hood. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Back to throw. Hood. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Shut him down! Shut him down!
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
On 1st and 10. Hood. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll look to throw again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Hood. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this is caught.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lewis. And he goes out right around the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Single.
2nd and 9 now. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance. And you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it. That's what you're looking for.
Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Off the play fake. Hood. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Off play action. Hood. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Get him. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside onside kick. Can't fault him for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Hood. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 4. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.